which would mean that Dennis Law's prediction was correct. But still, at the moment, the ball has gone out of play. Far side of the field on the halfway line, and indeed Liverpool will make the substitution now. Jimmy Case doesn't realise it, but he's the man who's about to be taken off. Applause for Case, the man with a marvellous scoring record. 11 goals in 21 European ties, but apart from a first half free kick, hasn't really looked as though he's likely to be on target tonight. And sportingly, Jimmy Case shakes the hand of Steve Highway, who gets a marvellous reception from the crowd. Dennis, your prediction about a midfield player being taken off was quite right.
Oh, I don't have to feel too clever about that. I just thought that Liverpool had control of midfield and they could afford to lose a midfield player, because Fairclough is a likely player to score a goal for them.
So let's see what difference the arrival of Steve Highway on the Wembley pitch can make, as McDermott plays a dangerous ball in field to Dalglish. Dalglish chips it over. It's headed away from the penalty spot. It'll break to Souness. Souness forward. Dalglish is not offside, and Dalglish has scored for Liverpool. 1-0. Dalglish is so delighted. He's run off the pitch onto the track surrounding it, and is absolutely engulfed by delighted Liverpool players. And all around the ground, it's red and white now. A suspicion of offside as the ball was played through, but Dalglish had come from behind the defender and was not offside as he slipped the ball right-footed beyond the goalkeeper and into the corner of the net for the goal that could mean that Liverpool retain the European Cup here at Wembley. And how appropriate that Kenny Dalglish, who scored the goal that took his country Scotland to the World Cup finals, might now well have scored the goal that takes his club Liverpool into European Cup history. That could be the goal that wins the cup for Liverpool. Dennis Law.
Well, that was a great ball by Souness. I thought for a minute he was shaping for a shot. He saw Dalglish sneak through there, and it was in such a position that the Bruges defence couldn't possibly play offside.
And Liverpool coming forward again, even as Dennis Law speaks, with the dangerous Fairclough, but beaten by the defender.
I was just going to say, Al, it was in such a position that Brugge, they were too near the goalkeeper to even contemplate playing offside. A very dangerous position. Dalglish sneaked through, and instead of what I would think 9 out of 10 players would have done, would have blasted the ball at the keeper, Dalglish saw the wee space on the left hand, or his left hand side, the goalkeeper's right, and just nicely just chipped it into the corner of the net there. Marvellous goal, and one that Liverpool probably deserved.
But Brugge, in the meantime, have won a dangerous throw near Liverpool's corner flag, and it's going to be a long throw in field. Thompson climbs for it. Ball breaks. An overhead kick by Sorensen, but not a good one, and it comes away from danger. McDermott plays it against a Brugge player, and out for a throw on this near side of the field. And now the sound of Dalglish resounding around Wembley. How appropriate he should have scored that goal. His 31st of the season for Liverpool in all competitions. His 3rd goal in Europe, a spectator of both Celtic's European Cup finals, but very much an active part he's played in this European Cup final for his new club Liverpool. And if that's the goal that wins the European Cup, it would round off part 1 anyway of a marvellous season for Kenny Dalglish.
We've got now 13 minutes to go here at Wembley. Liverpool 1, Bruges 0 in the European Cup final. And Emlyn Hughes, their captain, trying to go forward. Can't go forward for long. Ball is played straight into the touch. It'll still surely be a Liverpool throw. Kennedy taking the ball from the ball boy on the far side. Has a look. He's got plenty of red shirts. He chooses Dalglish. Again challenged well by Lakins. And this time it's the other way around. Lakins was said to have fouled Dalglish. So it's a free kick to Liverpool. 2 or 3 yards in from the far touchline. The Liverpool left. Everybody once more massed in and around the Bruges penalty area. And Liverpool take it short, and Highway will start coming forward again, trying to get onto the byline. Again, Vastains does well, but Highway's won the corner. And the singing gets louder and louder here at Wembley as Steve Highway takes Liverpool's 9th corner of the night. Fairclough's running forward and takes the ball short. He must surely lay it back, I would have thought, to Highway, but he doesn't. He beats off one challenge, and then he does give it back to Highway, who's now gone back another 5 yards, back to Fairclough. And Fairclough must surely be offside, and he is. And the ball is played into, again, that little posse of photographers who must have got some marvellous shots, I would think, when Dalglish scored the goal. Because every single Liverpool player, apart from Ray Clements, dashed across and were hugging Kenny Dalglish. The photographers almost doing the same act. I'm sure you'll see a lot of those in your newspapers tomorrow morning. That's, of course, if the score stands as it is now. Liverpool 1, Bruges 0, 11 and a half minutes to go. As the ball is played back, and it's a casual ball from Hansen, and Liverpool are in trouble here, and the ball is played off the goal line. And really, Liverpool made a terrible nonsense of that. Phil Thompson cleared off the line, and that ball was very nearly in the back of the Liverpool net. Hansen really will be very, very sorry about that one. And I'm quite certain that Bob Paisley and some of his lieutenants will also be annoyed, because Hansen made the mistake. The ball was played past the diving, despairing Clements, and there was Thompson to clear the ball off the Liverpool goal line. Well, the Belgian champions aren't dead yet, and that could well have been an equaliser. Fairclough is brought down fairly convincingly there by Bastaines. I can't think why the Bruges captain should argue about that decision. That was fairly comprehensive. So it's a free kick to Liverpool. It's about halfway inside the Bruges half. And Jan Sorensen, the number 11, seems in spot of bother just below us, doing a bit of hobbling. He's had a sponge put onto his ankle, and we wait for the Liverpool free kick then. McDermott is there, Souness is there, and it's about 10 yards outside the Bruges area. It's clipped forward by Souness, a chance here, and finally Kennedy, although the flag had already gone up, Kennedy played it over the top of the bar, but again the sort of situation that Kennedy likes. Although Kennedy, I don't think, Dennis Lawton, has been quite as sharp as we've seen him this season.
No, he's had a marvellous season for Liverpool, but tonight, for some strange reason, he's had plenty of room. He's not played as well as he can play. We're just talking about Hansen before the game, that when we saw him early on this season, he was very relaxed and always likely to pass one back to the keeper where players can nip in. I thought he might have got over that, but he might have been in such a situation there to let Bruges back into a game that they've never really been in.
If you happened to be listening last Saturday, I said when the final whistle goes here, Ipswich will take over. Well, I needn't tell you here when the whistle goes, because Liverpool will take over. That you can be certain. The ball on the halfway line, Van der Eycken, a long clearance offside, easily. Volders must have been 5 yards offside. We've got 22 seconds to go. This is going to be Liverpool's night, and it's been Liverpool's season, really. Nottingham Forest took the championship so superbly, but Liverpool were there as they've been for so long, and they're going to do this surely now. We've got 10 seconds by our watch, and maybe just a few seconds added on, but not much. And the noise gets louder and louder and louder. A long clearance from Liverpool. Looking again for Fairclough. They haven't, but they found McDermott. And McDermott hits it over the bar. That would have been the icing on the cake. That's gone straight across the shale half moon behind the Bruges goal. We are now in injury time. And the referee beckons to Jensen to take the goal kick. A long clearance inside the centre circle. Hansen looks for Dalglish. Fairclough's offside. And I think even the Belgians now know that they're done, they're out. They're finished now. The first Belgian side to be in the European Cup final. That is it! And Liverpool have done it! Was sitting alongside us in this very commentary box last Saturday, and I said, what will you feel like if you do it next Wednesday? You just watch me, he said. You just watch me. Well, we're watching him now, Ray Clements, because he's going round every single Liverpool player. The substitutes have come on. Joey Jones has come on, the man who inspires the Kop. E.I. Adio, they sing, and my word, they mean it. E.I. Adio, we've won the Cup. And that's exactly what Liverpool have done. Evelyn Hughes is coming up the steps to say, can we have our cup back? Because that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to get his cup back. They come up the steps. It doesn't seem very long, in fact, when you've won. Ipswich Town will know that from last Saturday. So Emlyn Hughes will lead his team up. Played over 600 games for Liverpool. 51 caps for England. I don't think any of them will have given him quite the delight. If he can actually get, that is, to the top of the steps, he'll move along and he will be presented with the cup by the Dr. Antonio Franchi, the president of UEFA. I don't think Emlyn Hughes will really care. That's the cheer for Emlyn Hughes. The biggest smile on Wembley. And he just for a moment holds a fist up in the air. And when Emlyn Hughes smiles, he lights up everything around him. He takes the cup, and in a moment you'll hear the roar. It's his cup. It's Liverpool's cup.